What's up, YouTube? It's me, the artisanmc, and today we have some news. And you might have heard about it all day today. I heard about it last night, about midnight or so, but I didn't feel like doing a video at that time. I wanted to go to bed. But today the news broke on deadline that the Acolyte is canceled and not getting a season 2. And all I have to say to that is, who the hell cares? Okay, I'm fucking with you. It's a weird thing, right? When the first season ended, I already had heard that it was not getting renewed. It was not getting a second season. And proof of that was out there because Leslie Headland was all over social media beating the drums and campaigning for people to come out of the shadows and not be silent and come forward to say how much they liked the show and that they wanted a second season. To me, that means she knows you're not getting a second season. It's over. It's done. All the interviews and whatnot she did after that show final episode came out, the final insult was rendered, the final slap in the face was given, was all about trying to save that show and entice people to make a demand for more show. No, absolutely not. I told you guys before this Acolyte show season 1 started that it was going to be, for me, like crawling over 100 miles of broken glass. And it was. Worse. With lemon juice and salt. It was worse. I am still in rehab, detoxing from having gone through that 8-week ordeal. Okay? Actually having it put out into the world as, hey, this is not happening. It's canceled. Good. Good. If it takes. Because I wouldn't want to see a season 2 of this. Financially, it makes the most sense to not give this a season 2. It makes the most sense. But it is still that glimmer of doubt that I cannot fully wrap my arms around this news and be all happy and say, oh, thank you. Thank you. You give me the golden ticket. I'm going to dance with the Oompa Loompas. No. Because this company does not seem to give a damn about what fans think. So as much as I'd want to celebrate this, I can't celebrate it fully because I know it's not about the fans. It's not about the fans. It's just some money's decision, which is fine in a way because I don't think it's the 180 million that finally got them to say, whoa, 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 some of this got to stop. No, I don't think it was that at all. They don't have money to burn nowadays. They don't. Disney used to be that company that had money to burn. When they initially bought Marvel, I was kind of happy for that. Like, okay, they can pour more money into the movies. Didn't make the movies much better. Not by much. Not when they really started getting their corporate fingers into it. Oh, hell no. Lucasfilm? Name the hit. Please. I'd love to. This has been a painful ordeal to watch what they've done with Lucasfilms and Star Wars. Now, mind you, that's only Star Wars. We got that whole debacle last year with the Dial of Destiny and the destruction of Indiana Jones as well, to the tune of how many hundreds of millions of dollars? Look, the number of failures on this woman being KK's watch, to the tunes of hundreds of millions of dollars, has to be in the billions. Has to be in a billion. It does. Just if you go through the math on each one of these things, how much they just reportedly say it cost, it has to be $1 billion of every one of these failures. This is just the last one. This was just the final insult. The final stab in the heart to George Lucas and like, we're going to tear down all of your shit. I'm not sad to see this show go. I'm not dancing in the streets about it, but I'm not sad to see it go. I'm happy it's leaving. Thank you for announcing that. Now I can finally hear people stop putting microphones and giving interviews to Leslie Headland to see what the f*** thinks about Star Wars. Because obvious from watching her show, she doesn't think about Star Wars. And what she thinks needs some therapy. I can finally see people stop interviewing Amanda Stenberg so she can keep being mad at fans because she found out before we did that you're not getting a season 2. That's why you all pissed off again. Because you know them contracts is confetti wop. Shake your no dancing ass off somewhere else and try to resuscitate your career. Told you. Now, the part that gives me a little pause about this is because they actually did cancel the show. Now, it's not officially announced, but it's in an article like that, which makes it kind of official, unofficial, right? Disney hasn't come out and said it themselves. And it just gives the impression that it was put out there just to smear egg in the face and embarrass two people. Now, at this point, I'll give shout out to Midnight's Edge for this because they pointed this out, which I saw no other YouTube reviewers point this out, which was the case that putting this leaked information and deadline had to come from someone high in Disney that knows about these kind of decisions. And it had to be put there to publicly embarrass 1 to 2 people. One being KK, one being Leslie Headland. The fall, they. Yeah. Because reading that article, yeah, they threw every title she had in that article. So you know that it was all her. It was all her. It don't matter how many times that script was rewritten. It don't matter. She was the one gonna fall on the sword and die on that hill of the Acolyte. That's her career. Now, the interesting part about that is the other news that I heard, that having received this news about the cancellation of the Acolyte, Kathleen Kennedy was all emotional and crying. I could give a shit personally, but for KK, I got something for you. Here's a little something for you. I want to give this to you, just a little bit.
You know what this is? It's the world's smallest violin playing just for the waitresses.
I don't give a good grizzly bear damn about the fact that she's crying about this show not getting picked up and being canceled. You know what? Why don't you join the rest of the fan base who's been crying over the crap you've been pulling for the last 10 to 12 years with Star Wars, and how much you have tried to destroy one man's legacy while trying to cement your own. I don't care that she's crying. Tears mean nothing to me. They don't, especially not hers. I don't care. Why should I? What was done in this show was an absolute insult of the highest order. Anybody who knew Star Wars a bit had to listen to you two talk about them in media, on social media, and then watch this show and the direct that was put out there called art and writing. To see what you have grown up with and beloved since your childhood turned into something that's creepy and weird. The Jedi's are kind of evil. And, they take kids. So it's kind of, what? No, it's a perversion. It was made by perverse people. So I don't know why you're crying about it going away. Why? Now, the understanding is the reason that KK is doing all this crying nowadays is because she's worried about her legacy and she wants to leave on a high note. And I'm like, she ain't going nowhere. She's going nowhere. And me saying that could be a little bit of reverse psychology, just to saying that she's not going somewhere in the real hope that she leaves. Because that's the only way she's going to get out of there. They're not going to fire her. If they were, they would have did so already. There's been enough evidence. She's going nowhere. Which is why, even with the cancellation of the Acolyte, I can't throw the happy dance. I can't. Because why? The same people in charge at Lucasfilms that greenlit this piece of shit will be the same ones there peddling the next project. And the one after that. And the one after that. It's still the same people. The same boss. Pulling the same moves, doing the same shit. So what am I happy about? That one show went down? So they killed the Bad Batch this year too. I still ain't even watched their season finale because it was going down so badly. No. I still gotta wait for Dave Filoni to produce a freaking movie. A season 2 of Ahsoka, which I don't want to see. I'm not even holding out a lot of hope for Jon Favreau's Mando and Grogu movie because I'm not interested in seeing that shit now. They haven't changed anything for me. Canceling this one show ain't changed a damn thing for me. This is still a speeder, a star destroyer plummeting towards a planetoid. Okay? So, if the leadership doesn't change at Lucasfilms, what difference does it make if they canceled this show? I mean, I could see YouTubers all over the place crying, because I don't have no content to talk about with that goofy shit, which will be fun. It drives up their numbers talking about that garbage. Sad to see it go. They can make a lot of money off of talking about that crap. But in its wake, what is there left? You get the other show that KK was working on, Skeleton Crew. Have we talked about who was writing that piece of shit? Goonies in Space? I'd flip it off, but I'm trying to keep it a little bit clean. This woman has no ideas. She has no vision. Maybe she's a truffle hound for money and got a box full of secrets on people in Hollywood keeps her in the position that she's in. But either way, she is not creative. And her leadership is lacking at Lucasfilm. It is a cancer on every franchise that they own. So since they like losing money, and I say that because she's still there, even after this, I don't give a damn about her crying. I don't care. I have no sympathy for her. She has no sympathy for the Star Wars fans. She has no sympathy for the Star Wars male fan base. She has no sympathy for the creator of Star Wars. So why do I give a damn about her tears and what she wants to leave on? Look, you want to leave on a high note? Stick a pogo stick between your legs and bounce out the door. Until then, yeah, the Acolyte is gone. Good. It shouldn't have went forward. That was a no-brainer. So no season 2. Awesome. Didn't want to see it. Now I know I don't have that torture to look forward to. But I will wait for these next 3 that's lined up. So with that, that's my little piece on it. And as a PS, I will say, as a message to the cowboy hat, you better pay close attention, Dave Filoni, to how they're going to treat Leslie Headland right now. Because your ass is next. That's what's waiting for you. Trust and believe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.